Now to continuing coverage from Allegan County. Today, sheriff's investigators identified the woman and boy found dead inside their home yesterday. They are 42-year-old Alicia Mulcahy and her 10-year-old son, Daniel Baez. Deputies discovered the scene after being called for a wellness check on the two. Friends tell 13 on Your Side Mulcahy was struggling with significant mental health issues. 13 on Your Side's Michael Martin spoke to friends and family. He joins us now live with an update. Michael.
Juliet, it's a very difficult day for those who loved Alicia and her son. I spoke to a half dozen of her close friends. They describe a woman who tirelessly tried to provide for those around her, but often neglected her own mental well-being. They say she was kind and generous and say that she doesn't deserve to be remembered for how her life ended.
I definitely hope that she found the peace that she needs, because she deserves peace.
It was inside this small single-story home in Clyde Township where deputies discovered the bodies of Alicia Mulcahy and her son, 10-year-old Daniel Baez, Wednesday.
People carry battles far heavier than anybody knows, and she was battling a lot of things in her life, and it caught up to her in a harsh, cruel way.
Sheriff's office saying Thursday that their preliminary investigation suggests Mulcahy shot her son before taking her own life.
It's something I could never fathom, but just knowing Alicia, I know that she felt in her heart that it was the best thing to do, even though I don't agree, nobody agrees.
Longtime friends like Laura Wool, who met Mulcahy in middle school, say she struggled on and off with severe mental health issues after an 8-year stretch in the Air Force post-high school.
When you would reach out to her personally, she would just say she was frustrated and upset with the way the world is.
A couple down the road who would occasionally babysit 10-year-old Daniel said they too noticed Mulcahy's mental decline in recent months, calling her a sincerely sweet and generous soul who looked out for everyone else before herself.
I think all of her emotions over the years caught up to herself because she cared about everybody else and wanted to make sure everyone around her was happy and taken care of.
And speaking to that same neighbor just down the road, he described Alicia as somebody who was always trying to help those who were just in that position where they needed a bit of a hand. He said that often she'd invite people who are struggling with housing into her property, allowing them to park their vehicles, their trailers behind her home there. She cared for people in an extreme amount. Everybody I spoke to said that. It is a difficult day as they remember her. For now, live in Allegan County, Michael Martin, 13 on Your Side.